Okay, well, this is part two, technically. It was 3 minutes in, and I forgot to unmute my mic. But here we have Chooch. I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. Uh, the grandfather of AR73, one of the co-founders, an amazing friend, and someone who is very good at calling it out as it is. My good friend, I claim, my brother, of course, Chooch.
Thank you, Glory. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Always, it's love being around you guys, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Keep me young.
Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be like the part two of the last interview that we did. That was just kind of like going through, him and AR73. But this one we're gonna go a little deeper, into the mind and life of Chooch. So I'm gonna go ahead and, for the second time, ask you this first question, which is your life story. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
Again, could be here all day. I'll do the short term. So basically, like I said, I had lucky I had loving parents, but they get divorced early, and my father was always in my life. So I had great people to direct me through life, and I learned a lot of lessons sometimes. As when I got my license and stuff, cracked up some cars. And as I got older, I hung out with some uncles, and uncles weren't a great influence. I learned some things in life that we don't always see behind scenes that I've learned um, at times part of that I wasn't proud of. But sometimes you can be part of things and see things to wake up, see what's out there. So as time went on, I went to college. I was taking criminal justice and wanted to be a police officer. So I finished, took the state police exam, and boom, I was in. And they had a budget cut, so they cut the class. So I had to wait. So I went in and put my application into Verizon, got into them right away. I was 6 months into Verizon, maybe a little longer. State police called back, said, "Hey, we got a spot open, class is open, blah, blah, blah." I go, "Oh, I'm stuck. I got this great job, future ahead of me." Went to school with a lot of the guys, asked them. They said, "Hey, me personally, I take a Verizon job. You don't get shot at, everything else. It's a better life." I'm like, okay. So I stayed. In that time, I did a lot of everything on my own. I didn't have a lot of help from my mom. When I started with Verizon, I was in there for about a year. My dad had committed suicide, and it was one of the worst days of my life. And lost my best friend. So life from there was a little tough. And as I went on, I learned a lot of things, and took some paths I didn't like, and changed them up, and started thinking about me. And then I had my daughter, and that was up and down. And then I got married and had my son Jake, and that was up and down. And as all these up and downs went through my life, I learned from my mistakes. And I don't know if they were my mistakes or their mistakes or whose mistakes, but we have to learn from mistakes. And I always tell people, you got to practice what you preach. That's my biggest saying, and I stand by that 110% with family, friends, and everybody. Because if you're not true to yourself, you can't be true to anybody, and that's where I start. So with all that, as life went on, I met my wife that I am today married to. One of the most wonderful person I've ever met. Best friend. It just everything to me, the whole world. I see a lot of life with her. And when I met her, she wanted a dog. And I said, no, it's a lot of work. She's not one dog. Okay, so we got a dog. Best thing I ever did. That became my best friend. So I've learned a lot of things in the past that you can have what you have as a life from whatever age to make mistakes to better in yourself. You just got to take those things and put them in place with your life and do something with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you basically got to do. I've learned that. And I don't think my life's harder or easier than anybody else's. I just think we all go in different directions. So now I'm happy married. I have all my babies. I've lost a couple. As you know, behind me is the Rock Man. those are hard times in our life I'm still dealing with, and I love it though. But it's lessons we learn, as in how we feel, how we deal with feelings, how we express our
Mhm.
feelings, and everything like that. And like I said, you know, I'm 53, getting ready to retire. I think I made some good decisions with the bad ones, and found the right path to where I need to go. Um, I basically took a lot of the wisdoms that my uncles and dad and my grandmother had given me, my mother at times too, also. And listen, you got to make choices for yourself. So, as in that, that's who I am today. Um, and this is why I am part of AR73 also, because they have made a big part of my life to regroup with people, because I'm not a real fan of people out there anymore. The human race is kind of falling apart with everything going on out there.
Yeah.
So my respect for human people and whatever goes on out there is just real low right now.
Mhm.
But AR73, when I joined, is basically another step up in my life to be part of something. And with everything going on, that is a little bit of me. College, good career stuff, and been alone most of it. But no, I've got a beautiful family. So it does pay off to keep your head up, move forward straight. And it's hard to get through these times, but
Mhm.
it's basically who I am. So that's it.
I like that, man. I really do. I really do. I like that a lot. Because from a lot of people's perspective, in AR73 and even in life in general, who know who you are, they don't know your story. See, a lot of people probably didn't know about your mother and father splitting up. You know, a lot of people might have not known about the situation that happened. When you
Yeah,
lost your best friend at that age. Not
yeah,
many people know that, right? And for me, you have been a big impact on my life, right? You and your wife.
thank you.
Listen. I'm gonna tell this to the audience and everybody else, right? I've only talked to his wife one time, and that's when I made the tribute video. Guess what? She's a part of his life, so she's a part of my life. Everybody is.
Yep.
If you're new to AR73, if you've been in here for as long as I have, of my years coming up, but if you left still, if you left on good terms with me, I still love you. I still care. Have a whole bunch of people I still be texting.
Right.
Big shout out,
Absolutely.
big shout out to my boy Soul X. He's probably not watching, but hey, shout out to him. He's the one that got me into Twitch, right? But back to just the whole thing in general. Your story is amazing. Just where you came from, the stuff that you've been through, right? And look where you are now. You know,
Yeah,
you,
I
you
think the big part of that too, Gloria, is when people people my biggest thing is when people say they're alone. What
mm,
does that mean? Um, Me personally, I have uncles left in life and nephews. That's it. My brother and I have detached, so I have no parents. I have nobody really to look up to anymore. So it's really me, my wife, and my dog. So
mm,
my wife goes, my dogs go. That's all I got. So people out there who feel you're alone, just look around what you got. Um, it's important to realize that there's more than just your parents, your brothers and sisters out there. There's friends, family. There's AR73. There's one of my main guys I love the much is doing an interview with Glory. I've always said he's inspired me with his love and Jesus and people. It's you know I'm Catholic. I grew up that way, but I have not practiced since my parents have been gone, and I'm not a big faith in it. But wife and I are more like spiritual,
mm,
independent thinks of things. But Glory, do want to say the fact that he does bring that back to people and make them feel that there is hope for a lot of things. And listen, man, your name, Glory, it should be Glory is amazing hope. So that's what it should be. And you do that, man. And when you talk and preach out, in whether it's a text or a mental health tab or in these interviews, yeah, it makes me think all over again too, where faith is. So
yeah. And thank you for that, man. Thank you. It means a lot to me. Because at the end of the day, I take no credit for what I do. I give all the credit to the good Lord because He allows me to do this. He puts it on my heart. He's like, look, do this. All right,
Right.
a lot of people may think it's stupid that I'm doing it, like the YouTube thing. I've heard plenty of people, oh, why are you doing it on YouTube? Blah blah blah, and it's just like you can reach people in many ways. Like
Yeah.
in literally what you just said about the whole mental health thing. Guess what? I'm gonna clip that, and that's gonna be in my next video that I'm gonna post like next week. All right,
Nice.
it's gonna be another mental health thing, right? But that's the future. But man, it's just it's just it puts me all in shock because like I only know so much about you, right? And now you tell me this, and it's just like wow, to see where you came from, to see where you are now, it's amazing, right? And
Yeah.
you brought up your wife, and thank God because guess what? It goes into the next question, right? Next question's about your wife, man. Tell
Yeah.
us a little bit about her and y'all's little love story.
Oh, that's a funny one. So the wife and I, we got married in 2013. We were together for a few years before that, dating. Um, so she was best friends with my cousin, and before I even met her this last time again, I knew her for 15 years before.
Wow.
And within that time, and I don't know how many years ago it was before that, but we met. And no, it didn't. There was nothing. There wasn't interested. She wasn't interested at the time. I was a gym rat, so I looked like a muscle bound fathead to her, and whatever it was. So I guess I had a different attitude back then. A little cocky, probably. It is what it is. Weren't ready for anything back then. So my cousin calls me up one day and says, "Hey, uh, your cousin's having a little birthday party." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I haven't seen you in a while. I'll bring Jake over. Come over." "Oh, yeah. You remember Sherry?" "Yeah, I remember Sherry." "Oh, right." So I go over there. She tells Sherry. Sherry's like, "Nah, I don't really want to go over there. I'm not a fan of him." So she says, "Well, I'll show up." So she shows up. So I get there before her. I'm in the kitchen. She walks in the door, and I'm like, feeling uncomfortable. She walks in, and I swear to God, Glory, I, timing is for everything. And I say this. She walked through that doorway, and I fell in love. Like, there was something there that I can't even explain. Like, I just was, like, attracted, just the whole package. And she felt the same way. And it was weird, because we've known each other for years. But the story behind that kind of history with Sherry is that years ago when I was married to my first wife, we did a what do you call it there? The people that can read your palms and history and I forget what they call them.
Yeah.
Um, so I went to one of those things and they tell you a little bit about your life and whatnot. And they say, "Oh yeah, I see you in the future with a Sharia." Now, to me, Sharia is like, no offense, it's like color woman name, right? Doesn't Sharia would sound like a color woman's
Yeah.
name? And I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to marry a black lady." "Oh, okay, if you say so." And I'm going to have two boys and a daughter. And at the time, I had my daughter, and my son wasn't there yet. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." Oh, about 6 months later, after that, don't think of anything about it. Don't even think about my son being born. Nothing. So my wife and I, we'll go back to that part. We saw each other. We started dating. We were into the date. A few months into it, she told me some stuff about her, and that was important. And I accepted her for whatever they were, and we continued on. So she tells me that this is the funny shit. My wife will tell you this. I should have her tell you the story. She tells me that her name originally is Sharia, her birth name. Now, this is 6, 7, 10 years back. This was told to me by a psychic. By a psychic. You want to see someone go from white to white? Dude, I didn't know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
I was stunned. And I go, what is your name? She's like, Sharia. Like, I gotta go, right? She's like, what? I said, no, I gotta go. So I left. A few days later, I had to talk about breaking up with her. It was all weird. It was just something I didn't understand. And I'm like, this can't be happening. So we broke up for a little short time. And she didn't know what it was. And I broke her heart a little bit for it. Then about a month or two or so, whatever, back, could have been longer. Um, Reached out, apologized, told her I had to see her in person to explain what happened and why I did what I did. She was a little leery, but we did. And she's like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no, that's exactly what the psychic said. When you said your name was Sharia, you freaked me the fuck out. I had never in my life. So from that day on, it's been, I don't know, man. It's weird, man. God, the world, spirits, whatever you want to call it, man, is put us together. It's weird how she picked that 10 years before I even knew Sherry and dating with her. So in that part, she has been my best friend, partner, lover. Um, she's been through some hard times with me, support wise, and I have been there also when she lost her mom. Her dad's an amazing person. Be glad to have him part of the family still. He's 80, doing well. Um, but yeah, she's a wonderful person, and I really can't see myself without her. And if that day ever does come, it's going to be a hell of a push forward to keep doing that. But yeah, man, my wife is an amazing person, and that was kind of the story how we met and became, and all the bumps in the roads and the psychic shit, whatever, dude. Man, people's lives, I'm telling you, you could meet someone, and then 10, 15, 20 years later, shit happens. So
Yeah.
I tell people, be patient, man. Your time is coming in your life, and mine wasn't until what is it now? 7, 8, 9. I'd say probably 13 years ago, 14 years ago. So I was 40 years old, I think, give or take, when I met my wife. So it took me 40 years to find my mate, my lover, my perfect friend and best friend. So
That's amazing.
yeah, weird story, man. We tell that story to
Yes.
people, they go, he turned white as a ghost and left. Yes, I did.
Oh man, bro, that's crazy. Yeah,
Yep.
I remember you telling me a little bit about the kitchen story. You told me a little bit about the kitchen story about oh I don't like him but she still went and y'all
Yep.
saw each other in the kitchen and you was like love at first sight.
It
Mm.
was weird, dude. Yeah, we've been through things in our life where I know you went through a hard time. I don't, bring up bad things, but when you think you love somebody or you love somebody,
Mm.
do you really know and do you really think? Um, I've been through a few of those. I was married one time before, and I thought that then. Um, but sometimes you really don't know.
You're right.
So
Mm.
sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But go
No.
with the flow. That's all I can say.
Hey,
Don't see any damn psychics either. They freak
that's story.
out.
Oh man, that's a good
Yeah.
story, man. That's a good story, and it'd be like a good story. Just how like you probably told your kids the story, of how you and her met, and
Yep.
yeah, it's a good love story. I will say they should make a movie out of it.
Oh my
Should.
God, that would be funny as hell. There's some good times.
Oh man,
Yeah.
but yeah. So the next thing I want to talk about is your second love. Your second love, and I know this. Everyone knows this. Your second love is your love for animals. Talk to me about that.
Um, Love for animals. Well, we've always grown up and had animals, but when I finally found my love, Rocco, he taught me more about what dogs do,
Mm.
and they are the best thing. They're loyal, they're supportive. Um, you have a bad day, your head's down, they come over, they stick their face up, lick it, kiss it, snout it, jump on you. It's their way of saying, pick yourself up, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just love animals. Animals are definitely different than us. I don't think they really have that conscience on whether they pick and choose they like you or not. It's a sense. It's like a gut feeling.
Yep.
And they have that.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, I attach myself to my dogs because of those reasons. And
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to change a thing of that. But yeah, when I was younger, I had pups. And I see what they did for people and what they did for me, even though they weren't my own, they were the family's. Um, they didn't do anything what they do now as my own, but I could see that and you can sense that. And they're just, we have a lot of good people in this world, but
Mm-hmm.
even the best person can't do what those dogs can do or other animals they have as pets can do. Some people have lizards, some people have cats. But they emotionally attach themselves to you without a visible link. It's invisible. And it's probably the strongest thing you'll ever find is in love and loyalty.
Oh, dude.
Honestly,
Yes.
and it hurts when they go.
Mm-hmm.
But you have bad times, they push you through, and they are the best thing. I think everybody should have some kind of. I call it as like people who use animals for PTSD. You don't
Yeah.
need PTSD for it, man. Just get one for yourself. And the struggles come, they're there. It's a support system that people should use the right way, not abuse them. There are some people who get dogs and animals and
Mm-hmm.
abuse them, and it's a shame. But we're trying to adopt one now. We're working on with the relationship with one of them because he's a little protective with the mummy. He doesn't want him near her. So we are doing visits, but we have hope, man.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
work it out, and I think they learn you, you learn them, and it has become very important to me with the animals. So that's a big part of my life.
Okay. Sorry. For those who are listening, we're trying to do this whole little interview, and the Discord is blowing up. So you hear it off of Church's thing, and
Sorry.
I texted it. And I was like, "Look, hey, stop! I'm trying to do something."
I
I
know.
mean, Jesus,
Right, yeah.
God, that thing was the stupidest thing to put in there.
That is. There must be a way to mute all that, right? I guess.
God,
I don't know.
but nah, but no, you were absolutely right, man, about the dogs. I myself have a dog, and I love her to death.
Yeah.
And it's just because at first she was my sister's dog,
Yep.
and then the dog that I had at the time sadly got ran over, and we had to put her down.
Oh.
And I don't know. It's just like as soon as it happened, her dog got attached to me. I mean, every time I would walk in the house, you could tell when a dog smiles.
Yes,
You
you can.
can tell when a dog gets excited to see you. Cause I walk in the house, boom, she's running at me, she's jumping on me, licking all over me. She gave me a hug one time, and I thought that was weird. I never seen a dog hug a person. Now they're normally trained to do that. Nah, man, she gave me a hug around my waist, and I was just just sitting there rubbing her, man. And I fell in love immediately, and the connection's there. You can tell. The dog will listen to you and only you. And the main reason why I wanted to bring it up is because when I was doing the I say tribute for Rocco, you can tell when someone is excited, either talking to their pets or something like that. And watching the videos that you sent me, looking at the pictures you sent me, the joy that came from you and your wife for Rocco, man, it made me cry. Right? And I barely cry. So
Yeah.
there you go. You made me cry. You even made my mom cry because I showed her.
Uh,
But it's just you can tell by the love that is there. You can tell.
yeah.
And
It's different.
I know that you loved Rocco. You and your wife loved him so much that you have him as your background. Good
Yes.
old Rocco.
Yep.
And then now we get to cherish Rocco even more when his own flavor comes out for Swift.
Yeah,
That
I'm
is
working on that.
that is amazing. I'm kind of I'm kind of glad 'cause the Lord put it on my heart to do it. All right, I had no intentions of doing something like that. I made the video and thought that was it. But the Lord was like, look, I need you to bless them more and give them this idea. So I talked to the main man, Chooch, here, because, he's the king of this. Okay, he set all this up. Come to him like, hey, bro, the Lord put it on my heart to bring this up to you and see what you would like to do with it. Bada boom, we came up with it, and we also have two more coming out. I'm gonna talk about those later on, but just it's amazing to see the way you talk, the way you laugh about what Rocco used to do. It's amazing, man. The videos killed me. They were hilarious. You had your sad moments, you had your happy moments. You had your moments where you thought Rocco was gonna kill the other dog. That was that one video. I didn't put it in there. I was like, dang, that dog about to kill you.
And he's not doing good, but he's gonna go anyways. He don't care.
But no, man, it
Yeah,
was it was beautiful. It really was, and I enjoyed watching and editing the whole thing. It was a blessing for me because it really got me to see the connection between you and Rocco. It really did. And it also allowed me to see his hatred for tomatoes.
fucking tomatoes, man.
Oh God.
We had some funny times, man. I'll
Of
tell you.
course.
Man, dogs, they just know.
Hmm.
Um, that's the one thing I love about them. So when they do go, you can do a million things for them. I just feel what they give us, no matter what we do, whether it's one thing or a million things, it will never equal what your pet can give you,
Mm.
no matter what it is.
Yep.
Um, isn't and in payback what they've given you through the years.
Hmm.
It's priceless what you get. So I do cherish it, and sometimes I cherish my time with my dogs a little too much, and sometimes I forget other things. But in the long run, man, it's worth it. It's worth
Oh
it.
yeah. Yeah, it is definitely worth it. So if you have an animal, any kind of animal, whether it be a dog, cat, lizard, parrot, bird, whatever, ostrich, it doesn't matter. Armadillo, you got armadillo, cool, enjoy it. But just appreciate what you have
Yeah,
because you never know when their time is and all that.
exactly.
Exactly. So we're gonna
There's what
move.
people.
We're gonna move on a little bit. We're gonna step into the other side of Chooch, which you only get to see. Well, AR73 only gets to see on Fridays, Saturdays. But hey, it's a good time. It's a good time. But a little backstory on what got you into gaming.
Yeah. Well, gaming was started off basically solitaire
Yeah.
on a PC, and in my day, when I was a kid, 20 years old, whatever it was, 27, we had dial up.
Mm.
Okay, so solitaire, and you're playing online with people, was kind of competitive. And then somebody introduced me a company I was doing on my side work that I've always worked 3 jobs for my whole life. One of them says, "Hey, you got to try this game out." So, right. So I only have a PC. He goes, "Oh, all right." So I go buy an Xbox because at the time PCs weren't built for really gaming unless you spent 2, 3 grand back then.
Yeah.
Um, so I bought an Xbox. Got the game, got online. I'm like, this is feeling pretty cool shit. Meet up with some good people, play some Xbox. And I didn't play Call of Duty until at least 8 years into gaming.
Yeah.
I used to play Halo, Rainbow Six, Resident Evil. I was huge into. I took the first two and completed both of those. Different back then, but yeah, I started that, and then I met my cousin Desi, played Call of Duty, and he got me into it. And played a lot of team deathmatch back in the day, and I played Search with him only in his group. And yeah, those are guys back in the day used to drink and shoot their mouths off. It was funny as hell, man. It wasn't really toxic. It was funny, but as we all do, it does get toxic, and that's where it started. So I went from the first Call of Duty, started playing it, and play with people for who knows how many years, and then fallouts came between all that, and I stopped playing for about a good year. And then I met up with Fakey and Ghost. And I started playing with them, not being part of a clan, and I was a little not want to because I didn't really want to play with certain people. Didn't want to play with a lot of people. So um, because of the people I did play with for years went sour. So like I said, I didn't play for a year, so I didn't want to play at all.
Yeah.
But they got me back to it, and basically that's where it's been since. And now I'm just part of this big family, and absolutely probably one of the best things I've ever done, besides marrying my wife. So
I like that. I like that a lot, man. Because it's true. It is true. It's absolutely true. You know, you're a big part of this family, and like that's why you a co-founder. That's why you up there with the big dogs, right?
yeah, yeah, I'm up there. Yeah. It's a little cloudy sometimes, but I see my path.
Like I said, man, it's a blessing for me and so many other people. You know, just to get to know you and also think, you know, in the game. You know, and it was, you know, we have our times. You know, we have our amazing times. We have our fun times. Last night was not a good night because we kept losing a lot, right?
Yeah,
Right.
we were.
But we got some good laughs because we
Yeah,
were making fun of Silent.
still
Of
to this day,
course, of course. Always making fun of Silent.
we love him though, man. We love Silent. He's good people, but he
Oh yeah.
keeps watching that damn T Wolf. Man, he gonna be
Oh
playing nothing.
yeah.
I'll kick his ass right out next time.
Sitting there not calling out, man. You got shot from behind. You ain't gonna call it
Yeah,
out.
man.
Ah.
Watch Avengers or like The Crow or something. T Wolf, come on, Silent.
Oh me. So on a little. We're still on gaming, but give me your top 5 favorite game. Your top 5s.
Resident Evil. Um, let's see. Madden. Madden's always been one of my favorite games. Call of Duty is now become my favorite because of playing with you guys. Um, the new one, what I'd like to get into is the one you've played, the horror game.
Oh, Devour.
Devour. Yeah, that looks interesting. So really, I only have really like 3 that I
Three.
constantly play. Resident Evil is something I've always liked. Madden I like. Um, I do have a few others that I play, but I don't really get into it much because I just not into much of it anymore. But basically, that's it. I like to get something I can play with you guys with the wife. That doesn't make everything move so much because she can't play the game because it makes her feel woozy watching the movement. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think Devour would be a good game to get to. Um, but
Uh,
yeah, no, really, I only have really 3.
okay.
So it would be Madden, Resident Evil, and Call of Duty games.
All right.
Um, that's it, man.
So with the me asking your favorite games, right? As a gamer, there's some games you don't like. So what games do you not like?
Halo, which is the game I started playing
Oh wow.
to get into gaming, which I don't like playing. Um, what's that other one there? I don't even like it so much. I hate it. Don't even do it. One where plays you can build stuff in. How do you call that game?
Minecraft?
Minecraft. Yeah, I hate that damn game. My age, I don't have time to think of things. Just Minecraft is. And then I tried this new one, SOT. That is terrible.
Yeah. It is very terrible. Very terrible.
Maybe it's not just because it's, I don't know, maybe certain people make you like the game better. But I tried playing Sims, those damn games. I hate those damn things. You can only go so far, then you got to buy stuff.
Yep.
So no, done with that. But that's it. Those ones I really don't like. I will add one though, GTA. I do like playing. Now I'd say 4 games. So GTA I don't play a lot, but I do play that. So as a game I like, yes. But
Nice.
what I don't like, yeah, there's definitely no damn games.
I mean, I don't blame you. I really don't blame you when it comes to the games you don't like because guess what? I don't like them either. You know.
Yeah, Yeah, it's just not
Especially,
my cup of tea, you know.
oh yeah, everybody gets their own style, But
Yeah,
I'm just saying, if you play Sea of Thieves, and then Jesus, Silent, everyone
uh,
who plays, bro, I feel bad for
yeah,
you. I feel
yeah,
bad
me too.
for you.
Terrible. I don't know how like Majestic and Mirage get involved because it's such amazing people, but
I'm
yeah.
sorry, that's funny.
Well, at least the other ones don't watch Teen Wolf, you know.
You're right. You're right.
So,
You're right. Absolutely right. Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you up with this last question, okay?
yeah.
And then we'll talk a little bit about something, right?
Okay.
So, what made you want to spend your personal time with AR73?
You people, the clan, um, being part of somebody who needs something within the next minute or two, um, doing things to make things grow, as in sponsors and stuff. um, Doing stuff with Discord, playing battles. It's keeps me involved with stuff, keeps me busy. Um, it just I look at it this way, and I don't like a lot of people in this world, but this family of people and the human beings. And my time is not out there helping people because I don't always want to help certain people in this world because the way this human race can be
Mm-hmm.
toward people who do try.
Yep.
I don't disregard people to keep trying. Trust me, keep doing it. Some people will get it, some people will accept it, some won't. I don't discourage people from it. But me personally, if I'm going to put my time into something in my own time, I want to put it in something that's going to be worth it. People are going to respect me for it and thank me for it. Not that I expect it, um, but I know it comes back, and that
Mm-hmm.
makes me want to put more time into it. So me, put my time into AR73, my personal time, because it's well worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be here for probably the day I just croak over. Um, it's a wonderful community of people, and there's all kinds. We got about 4 or 5 new ones in the past few weeks, and man, there's some funny guys, man.
Oh
There's
yeah.
some funny guys that we've picked up, and it's just made me want to just make sure I'm part of everything every day. I'm watching Discord, make sure someone needs something,
Mm-hmm.
advice or something Discord needs to be changed, or read-ins or whatever. My free time is to my other family, which is to you guys. So technically, I really don't have my own personal free time unless I'm making plans to go to dinner or something. My wife and my kids, and being with my dogs.
Yep.
But besides that, my free time is with my other family, my community. So yeah, it's just that. It's just another family.
Amen. That is absolutely true, and the reason why I brought that in is because this man right here, everyone watching, this man right here is the reason. He is the reason why we have sponsors. He is the reason why we have this right here. This is ours. We
Yes,
have three more coming.
yes, they are coming. I am working on.
See that? Him. He's the one that gave us Swift, Dubby, Nerd, Cinch. He's also the one that inspired me to get my own. Guess what?
Yeah,
I got my own.
it's awesome.
He's the reason, right? And people don't give him the credit that he deserves because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have these sponsors, right?
I appreciate that.
And there's a lot of things that people don't realize is what he does behind the scenes. He busts his tail off for all of us. Whether you like him or not, you're part of this clan. Guess what? He's a big part for you. He's a big part for me in this clan, in this family. People need to realize that this man is the reason why we have this, why we have so many other things, and he needs to get the credit that he deserves, right? And this is why I added that. This is why I added this last, because it is so true. If it wasn't for him, we would not be where we are today. I'm just saying that. I'm laying it out. We wouldn't have the sponsorships that we have. We wouldn't have the support that we have. I'm just saying. And it's like this, right? It's because of Chooch always putting it out there, just like me and so many other people, tells other people, hey, go support. There's a guy in our clan, Trident. I hope he watches this. I love and respect the hell out of that man. The reason why is because we all stream. He's in there. When I was sitting there preaching to everybody, hey, go support, go support, go support. Guess what? The other day we had a CB, right? And it was the easiest thing ever. We had a CB. All 4 people were live streaming. I have 2 monitors. I had each one up.
Yeah.
I only had one running. I only had one running because that would have been chaos for my headphones. I had the rest of them muted. The other one I had going, I would type in this chat, type in that chat, and guess what? I saw Trident in every single one of them. That's what you call support. And I love that, and I respect that. I respect him for that. And I respect Chooch for being the person that he is. I respect him for wanting to do this interview. You know, get the word out there. I respect him for putting the work behind the scenes. How many sponsors or companies that he's emailed? I mean, Chooch.
Too many.
Yeah, he knows exactly who he's emailed. And I would love it if he would tell y'all who's he. Chooch, who have you emailed for us?
I've done Monster. I have done Bang. I have done, and these are just energy drinks. Rockstar. I have done Ghost. I reached out to them. And then we got Razor, Coors here, some oddball computer names that I have emails on, a couple others there, clothing with certain places too. Tried to get. Problem is, some of them really want a lot of members streaming or their sponsorship, releasing sponsorship. It's just like having your own personal discount.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that. I want an AR73 name. So I do get emails back quite a bit, and if I don't get any back, I have a whole list that I go and check and respond, and then I reach out again. Sometimes I do. Now, the latest one is Razor. I reached out a long time ago. Corsair's, same thing. Yep, these are the things. I just new set, Kraken right here, Razor Kraken Pro. That they have a new sponsorship that they have out there, and it's not so much discounted. It's more up to streamers for clothing, hats, shirts. That is something that was brought to my attention. I responded back with streamers and stuff that we have and what we can use in platforms. It's not in place. It's something that they're looking at to change instead of discounts. Maybe they get more buys on the product they see streaming. It's an idea that they're putting out there. I have not got anything back from them, but I was told to be patient. So with that coming, I still, to this day, I find a drink, an energy drink I find in the store. I look at them. I go online. Sponsorship affiliate. Click on that. Send out email. I do that for everything. I fill it out. I do it all. If I need a letter typed up professionally, my wife type it up. She's very good at the words and how she puts things together. It sounds very professional. I can put it together in words, typing and doing all that. No good for me. No. The wife's a professional. But yeah, it's constant. I see new things. I see Facebook stuff. I see YouTube stuff. I see out in public stuff. I see gaming communities I go in. Going to Reddit. The new thing we're trying to do is I'm going to got approved from everybody from the council to use Reddit as a recruitment platform now. So I need the wife to type up something very what we're looking for and get it out to the founders and other co-founders, have them read it, make sure it's professional enough to put there, and then I'm going to put it right in Reddit. That's what we need to do to get some of these other sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what we need for some of them. The wife was doing a lot of the marketing before, so we had an idea what we needed. So because of my wife that started this, basically the sponsorship stuff, I've just fallen behind. And I ask her a million questions too. So basically, she helps. So she's behind the scenes helping too. But the ideas come from both of us, and it comes from new members,
Mm-hmm.
suggestions and stuff. Glory with just my Glory and Jesus sponsor. It's awesome, and now he's got his own. I think with something else too. But yeah, that's. I want discounts for other companies, but I want the AR73. It's the difference between getting that discount for my name than getting it for you. Can I get one in my name as a person and get that discount personally and give you the code? Yeah, but I want that. I want AR73
Yep.
because right now I'm watching this tournament on YouTube. Um, uh, LA Thieves against Atlanta FaZe. It's competition.
Mm-hmm.
We want to do that. We want to make money. The only way you're going to get there is doing these small things to get to the big picture. It's going to take a while. I don't have a big team on it. It's certain things I like doing my way sometimes, and the way how I do it. But we get there. I mean, the clan battles is getting us prepared for it, and I think we got one little setup team. So hopefully, Glory gets himself, will get some time and can join them. That could be another really, excuse my language, a badass team out there. Glory joins one. But I'm part of it, and I do well, but that's not going to get me to this stuff. Um, I want to be part of it because I want to learn the game better.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be that good. I'm going to keep going with that way. But the teams we have put together, that Nin Jesus and Data have put together as the captains, and the way they put it together, and the way they set up our members up to play, we've learned from the first clan battle to the second clan battle, Discord. So this is all in play. So this is all going to come with the sponsors. It's all going to come with the playing clan battles, our name. And it's going to come to tournaments that you're watching here on YouTube that are live. So that's where basically these sponsors are going to head someday. And everybody does a little piece of everything that we're going to need to get there. So hopefully, I want to see probably next year, maybe the latest. I'd like to see something big step for us on that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
See, nobody really knows,
Yeah.
but it's crazy.
Yeah.
Our name is on the tub. AR73, inspired by AR73.
Yes.
That is our name. We are on something. Bro, when this came out, I was excited. And I got it. It's right here. I use this at the gym.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I use it for. Does it work? Yes, of course. I don't know, bro. I don't know. And another funny thing, if you heard a big crash, you can see that my poster's no longer there. It fell. So that kind of literally, like, there was this big boom, and I was like, what the crap? And I looked at the camera, I was like, my poster's gone. Because it's a metal poster, so now it's on the ground.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. But nah, that right there is just... It's just something that I wish a lot of people would understand. For how long a lot of people have been in here. Bro, we're doing things. We're doing things that they wanted. But we need that help. We need the support. And it's not just, going to my Twitch and following it and watching it. It's not just going to Chooch's YouTube and subscribing to him and watching him when he goes live. But it's what you do after that. Do you go to your Facebook and click share and then boom, people on your Facebook who have no idea who I am now get to see who I am on the game. On Twitch or on YouTube or on Facebook Live, TikTok Live. It don't matter. That's for everybody who live streams. Is we have to support each other. Everyone saw that I was supporting every single person who went live because I had Twitch, YouTube, Twitch. That's it. I was commenting on this, commenting on that, and it's just me showing like, hey, I'm down. If I'm gonna preach it, I'm gonna do it.
Yes, sir.
And that's how it is. So y'all understand, bro. We got sponsors, man, and we got more coming. But with that, you have to learn how to share it. You have to learn how to promote. Every single person in here knows how to promote. I hear how you talk on the game. You can do it. I promise. I promise. I promise.
Well, the other big thing, Glory, to add to what you're saying is you look at these corporate companies, and it doesn't matter what they do at corporate, just say corporate company. And you get the small business guy, family business.
Mm.
Word of mouth. That family business is making the same money that corporate company is. They're advertising, but you're advertising to word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say go to Facebook, there's a gamer somewhere on there. That's where I get a lot of my sponsors I look for and send stuff. It's on Facebook. Facebook is huge. The only way we get anywhere is word of mouth. We don't have money for advertisement. We don't put up billboards. We don't do commercials. We're not the thieves in phase. We're not them.
Wish we were, though. Woo!
Yes, sir. But word of mouth, it really does help. Word of mouth is huge. People my age I work with are really not into it, but they're interested when I say things about it. And they say, hey, I know somebody who does game. I'd give them your thing. And I'm like, yeah. So, but anything happens if it's not. It's a word of mouth. You really got to do it. So, it's huge, man. They always say the small business gets bigger by word of mouth. It's not always by advertisement. I believe that.
Amen. Freaking I can hear it now that I'm gonna have a new nickname here soon called the Supporter. Because I preach that at everybody because I want us to move.
Yeah.
Like, I want us to move drastically. I mean, in a big way.
Yeah.
And I constantly, every meeting, the meeting we have today, guess what? You know what you're going to hear from Glory? Support. Data or Ninjesus will say something to me. I can already tell, but I don't care. I'm always going to preach it. Support. Some way, shape, form, or fashion. Support. If you're watching it, guess what? Support. That's it. Yeah. You ain't got to support me. Support everyone. No matter what it is. I mean, shoot, I haven't shouted out my own sponsor in here for a while. I've been shooting, hey, go follow Dark Soul here. Hey, go follow this guy. Go follow him. I haven't been putting my stuff out. Yeah. It is what it is. But, to wrap things up, thank you again for doing this interview. Thank you for telling me your story, telling me about your wife, your love for animals, and, what got you into gaming, and your favorite games and your not so favorite games, and just everything you do for us. I am very thankful to have you in this regiment and also in my life because you've taught me things. You've helped me out with things. You're like an uncle to me. So I'm very happy. I'm very thankful for you. I'm thankful for everyone in here. Fink, Ninjesus, Data, silent, sadly. but everybody, new, old. If you're new, old to the clan, hey, I love you and respect you because that's just who I am. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. Chooch, do you have anything to add?
That I love you all, and I will keep working the best I can for this family. And I will be here for the day I go with the wings.
Yep. Oh. Alrighty. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe as always, and go support my boy Chooch. I'll put his stuff in the link in the description. Also with the sponsors as well, because why not? And I'll see y'all guys later. Peace.
Peace.